Every fitness influencer online is telling you to fix face fat with face yoga, chewing challenges, and mewing routines. But the truth is that none of these methods can actually burn fat from your face. Physiologically, the muscles in your face are far too small to create meaningful caloric burn. So let's clear up the confusion. The most famous so-called study people cite for facial exercises had massive flaws. 41% of participants quit early, there was no control group, and it was written by the very person selling the face yoga program. That's like asking a salesman if the product he sells is necessary. But here's the part almost nobody understands. You can't spot reduce facial fat, but you can fix the structural issues underneath that are making your chin look fuller than it should. Most people assume a double chin is just fat, but in many cases it's a combination of genetics, posture, and weak underlying muscles. Research shows that 40% of normal weight people still have a double chin, proving it's not always tied to excess body fat. Your DNA influences fat distribution, including whether you were born with a larger pocket of submental fat under the chin. In fact, over 70% of people with a double chin have a close family member with the same feature. So if your parents or siblings have it, you likely inherited the same fat storage pattern. But genetics aren't the only cause. Your posture plays a huge role, and most people are unknowingly making their jawline worse every day. When you look down at your phone or lean forward towards screens, your head shifts out of alignment. Every inch your head moves forward increases the load on your neck by about 10 pounds. At a 60-degree angle, the typical scrolling position, that pressure can reach around 60 pounds, like carrying a bowling ball on your neck. This forward head posture squeezes the fat under your chin outward and weakens the muscles that keep the jawline lifted. Studies on college students show that fixing posture alone can significantly improve neck angles and visibly tighten the jawline within weeks. So when you're watching this, check your posture. If your head is leaning forward, you're literally pushing your own double chin outward. And this is exactly why on Medical Truth Zone, I always say that you must fix the root cause first before jumping into random exercises. Now let's talk about the muscles under the chin, specifically the suprahyoid muscles. Think of them like a hammock beneath the floor of your mouth. When they are weak, the hammock sags and everything above it, skin, tissue, and fat, drops downward. This is why some thin people still have a double chin. The fat is minimal, but the support structure is weak. A simple test proves this. Look in the mirror and swallow. For 1 second, your jawline tightens dramatically because those muscles contract. The goal of proper chin exercises is to strengthen that exact contraction so your jawline naturally stays lifted even at rest. But building muscle requires proper mechanics, which is why posture correction is step 1. Start with chin tucks. Sit straight with your eyes level, gently glide your head backward, and feel the stretch at the base of your skull. Hold for 5 seconds and repeat for multiple sets. This retrains your neck to stay aligned. Once posture improves, then you can move into strengthening the suprahyoid muscles. The most effective exercise found in clinical research is the chin tuck against resistance. You only need a rubber ball or rolled towel. Place it between your chin and upper chest and press downward with maximum effort, holding for a full minute. This loads the muscles in a way normal face yoga never can. Doing this consistently, 5 days per week for 6 weeks, creates visible changes because you're actually training the muscles that support the jawline. But there's more to consider. Puffiness and water retention often make facial fat look worse. Many people unknowingly hold 2 to 5 pounds of water in their face due to high sodium intake. When sodium is high, your body retains more water, particularly in the cheeks and under the chin. Reducing sodium for just a few days can noticeably tighten facial appearance. Alcohol makes this even worse by disrupting hydration hormones, increasing inflammation, and slowing lymphatic drainage. If you drink often, this alone can create a rounder, puffier face. Stress and muscle tension also block lymph flow, trapping fluid under the jaw. That's why lymphatic drainage massage can temporarily reduce double chin appearance by up to 50% in some people. Light sweeping motions from the chin toward the ears, then down the neck toward the collarbone, help fluid move into the lymph nodes where it can drain properly. These are your fast-acting appearance fixes. Posture checks, reducing sodium, limiting alcohol, and lymphatic drainage. Most people see changes within 3 to 4 days. But now for the hardest truth. If you truly have excess fat under your chin, the only way to permanently reduce it is to lower your total body fat. There is no exercise, no chewing routine, no mewing position that can burn fat from one area of your body. Research shows that you need to lose at least 8 to 9 pounds before other people notice facial changes, and 14 to 18 pounds for major improvements in jawline definition. For men specifically, jawlines tend to appear sharp at around 10 to 15% body fat, but genetics still play a role in where fat comes off first. So the comprehensive approach is simple and science-based. Fix posture, strengthen the suprahyoid muscles, reduce sodium, limit alcohol, support lymphatic drainage, and maintain an overall healthy body fat level. All these factors work together, not individually, to reshape the jawline in a natural, realistic, research-supported way. This entire breakdown is for educational purposes only, but understanding the science behind your double chin is the only way to stop wasting time on trends and start focusing on what actually works.